Pour yourself a glass of water. Look at it. It seems like the simplest, most ordinary thing in the world. It isn't. The water in that glass is older than the earth, older than the sun. Some of it was born in the cold dark of space before our planet existed at all. And it has been traveling unbroken for billions of years to arrive in your hand at this exact moment. What you're about to learn is where it has actually been. And by the end, you'll understand something unsettling. You don't own this water. You're just the latest place it's passing through. Start close, then we'll go back. Further than you think is possible. The water you drank today didn't come from the tap. The tap was the last stop on a journey with no real beginning that we can point to. Because here is the first fact that breaks people's intuition. The amount of water on Earth almost never changes. It isn't created and it isn't destroyed. It only moves. The same finite supply has been cycling through this planet for billions of years, which means the water in your glass has been used before. Many, many times. It has been rain and ocean and ice and cloud over and over in an endless loop. But it has also been something stranger. That water has been alive. It has moved through the bodies of countless living things and come out the other side again and again. For as long as life has existed, the molecules sliding down your throat right now have, at some point in deep time, been inside other creatures, trees, fish, and yes, the dinosaurs. Let that settle. The same water molecules that are keeping you alive this second once flowed through the body of a creature that walked this planet 100 million years ago. They were exhaled and rained down and drank again and buried and freed across an unbroken chain of living things stretching back further than bone or memory. You are drinking the same water the dinosaurs drank, not similar water, the same molecules. But that's only the last 100 million years. We're going much further back now, before the dinosaurs, before the first forests, before the first thing that could be called alive. That water was already here. It filled the first oceans on a young and violent Earth more than 4 billion years ago. It is older than every mountain on the planet because mountains rise and erode and vanish on timescales. The water simply outlasts. The rock is temporary, the water endures. So how did it get here in the first place? And this is where the story leaves the Earth entirely. When our planet first formed, it was a scorched ball of molten rock, far too hot to hold water at all. So a large share of Earth's water didn't grow here. It arrived, delivered across millions of years by icy comets and water-rich asteroids, falling out of the dark and slamming into the young Earth, seeding the oceans from above. The water in your glass may have ridden in on a piece of ice that spent the early history of the solar system drifting through space before it ever touched this world. But even that isn't the beginning, because water is made of atoms, hydrogen and oxygen, and those atoms have a birthplace of their own. The hydrogen in your water is almost as old as the universe itself, forged in the first minutes after the Big Bang, nearly 14 billion years ago. And the oxygen was made inside stars, built in the searing cores of massive suns that lived and died long before our own sun was born, then blown across the galaxy when those stars exploded. Every molecule of water you have ever drunk contains atoms cooked in the heart of a dead star and scattered into space by its destruction. So when scientists say the water in your glass is older than the sun, they are being precise. The sun is about 4.5 billion years old. The atoms in your water are older. They existed, drifting in cold interstellar clouds, before there was a sun for them to orbit. They watched our star ignite, and here is the part that should change the way you look at that glass forever. Because water is never used up, the loop has no exit. The water leaving your body today will not disappear. It will evaporate, form clouds, fall as rain, run to the sea, and be drunk again, by an animal, by a plant, by a person not yet born. The same molecules that passed through the first ocean, that fell from a comet, that were forged in a dying star, will keep moving long after you're gone. Through strangers, through descendants, through creatures that don't exist yet. You are not the owner of the water inside you. You are a doorway. It paused in you for a few hours on a journey measured in billions of years, and then it moved on, exactly as it has through every living thing before you, and will through every living thing after. The most ancient thing you will touch today isn't in a museum or buried in rock or hidden in the sky. It's the glass in your hand. And there's one more substance moving through your body right now with a history even stranger than water. One you breathe without ever thinking about it. That's exactly what we'll explore next. Subscribe, because the universe isn't out there. Some of it is already inside you.